Okay, here's the signs for a heart attack, ladies. Hot, hotter than you've ever been. Exhausted, so tired you can't even walk. Pain in your neck, your lower back, your arms, not your chest necessarily, but it could be your jaw, anywhere, your shoulders. Pale, you get very pale. I was white as a ghost, everyone said. And then puke, you throw up. But a different kind of throw up than you've ever had. It's like watery milk. I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like, I don't even know where it came from. But anyway, hot, exhausted, pain, pale, puke. Those are the signs for women for a heart attack. And please remember that. I used to do a rap to it. I said it's hot, exhausted. Said pain, pale, puke. Say what? Say hot, exhausted.
Good morning. This is actually a great question. So with my first heart attack in 2012, yes, I was having signs and symptoms. Actually, it was longer than a month before my initial heart attack. I was having it for about 6 months. I had some shoulder pain and tension. I was constantly leaning back, trying to relieve it, and I talked to my doctor about it, and they said it was just stress. So I was put on a muscle relaxer to help relieve that. Unfortunately, looking back, it was actually angina. So there was a little bit of a misdiagnosis there. This is partially the reason that I went and found another physician after everything was said and done. However, with my heart attack this year in 2021, there was nothing, because it wasn't like a traditional heart attack that was caused by anything I was doing. It was actually kind of a freak accident where a blood clot had formed and it blocked up my original stents. So knowing the signs and symptoms is what saved me.
This is a hard question for me to answer because my heart attack wasn't a one moment and it was done kind of thing, but I can tell you about some of the symptoms I experienced over a couple of days. In between my hospital visits, my chest pain and shortness of breath that I had gone in with worsened to the point where they were lasting for hours with only a few minutes in between, and alongside the worst of them, I was also getting headaches and inner ear pain. I finally called 911 on that Friday because my roommate forced me to after I told her that I couldn't walk downstairs and get in an Uber by myself. Once I was in the hospital, I was actually feeling pretty okay because I was sitting there doing nothing and I was so bored I started making bad jokes with the EMTs, which is probably part of why they triaged me as nothing. I seemed low priority. Over time, as I was waiting there, my symptoms got worse, the chest pain got worse, and it was to the point where I was really scared, and I started crying. I never cry, but they don't know that. They just saw a crying woman, thought I was hysterical and overreacting. Eventually it got to the point where crying hurt too bad, and I started getting cold sweats and feeling like I was going to pass out. So I asked someone who was walking by to help lean my bed back a little bit, and then finally a nurse paid attention to me, noticed that something was wrong, and grabbed a heart monitor, and that nurse definitely saved my life. At that point, there were tons of doctors surrounding me, poking me, cutting my shirt open, doing all kinds of stuff. I remember everything I was thinking, but I don't remember everything I was feeling. I do know that at one point I threw up and I missed the bag a little and got the nurse's hand, and I apologized for throwing up while having a heart attack. Heart attack symptoms in women are very different than heart attack symptoms in men, so it's very important that you learn what those symptoms are. Pay attention to your body and learn to be an advocate for yourself. If people aren't paying attention to you, make them pay attention.
Did you know that heart disease is the #1 killer in women? It is. Yesterday was my 49th birthday. And I was admitted last night because I thought I was having another heart attack. My second heart attack was in 2019. My first heart attack, I didn't even realize that I was having it, and I didn't know till later when the doctor told me for a procedure for something else. In 2017, I lost my mom because of her heart. She had uncontrolled blood pressure. She was in kidney failure and on dialysis. She had a heart cath, and her artery tore, and they did surgery, and she passed away unexpectedly. She passed away at 67, a month before her birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. I wanted to share the top 5 signs for heart attack in women from the American Heart Association website. Pressure, squeezing, fullness in the center of your chest, lasts more than a few minutes and leaves and comes back. Pain or discomfort in one or both arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Shortness of breath, with or without chest discomfort. Cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. And we, as the same as men, the most common symptom is chest pain or discomfort. I was having chest pain in my neck. It felt like electrical shocks going up and down both of my arms. I also have severe asthma, which can contribute to the tightness in my chest. I also have reflux, which I didn't know will mimic a heart attack. When I got to the ER, the doctor said that my EKG was showing signs that I was about to have a heart attack, and he admitted me. My enzymes was okay, though. And after a lot of discussion and doctors today, they're saying that it was reflux and not my heart, thankfully. I want to be here for my kids and my granddaughter. She's only 3. She needs me. We need to help each other be aware. American Heart Association, I stand with you.